And this is going to be the last part of phone grips slash pop sockets. They are phone grips because technically I can't use the name pop sockets. If you do not know what a phone grip slash pop socket is, it is the thing on the back of your phone that helps you hold your phone. But it is not just for phones. You can use it for tablet clipboards and in your car to hold your glasses. You could even use it in your bathroom to hold your glasses. It is for virtually anything you want to hang something on that's lightweight. They are fantastic, only mine are custom done. The ones that you can get at the store range from $15 to $22, and they're usually very thin. They're usually got paper on them or very cheap plastic. Mine are completely 100% custom made, all individually designed, and they are beautiful. This is part 4, folks. Um, the video usually ranges about an hour to an hour and 25 minutes. Hopefully I can slam them out. And again, every single one of my pieces are custom made. No two are the same. That's what makes them all unique. And I will never, ever make them the same. Unless you ask me to, and even that, I cannot guarantee that because they are all individually made. So that's what makes them awesome. Um, and that's just right up my alley because I generally don't like to do it like that. Usually when I've had card orders, no, I haven't stopped scrapbooking. For those who have, I've had people actually ask me that, including my own mother. I have a drink I'm opening. I have not stopped scrapbooking. It's just right now that's not what I'm doing. I'm just a crafter that doesn't know how to stop in one area. If you want to know how this is working right now, I am rolling out all my resin works. And if you go back to video 1, this is video, believe it or not, 14. Obviously, I cannot put everything in one video. I am showcasing everything that I am selling. Anytime I have anything new, I'm going to try to do as many pieces as I can in one video. I have showcased some things in the past in one video. And that would be, and I do have a couple pieces that I will come out in one video because I have not been able to showcase them before. Like you're going to see a phone holder in a video, a couple of them maybe, that I've already given to my daughter and her boyfriend. They're beautiful pieces. Yes, I do make phone holder stands, I mean. They will be coming up. I have to secure them a little bit better. I'm not a big fan of them, and you will see on the market that a lot of people, even though they make them, they're not very well made. And I'm trying to figure out how to stiffen them better because resin and phone holders with the heat on the back of the phone are not very well, they're not very durable. So I'm trying to figure out the best way possible because right now I have a couple, like I made my sons with computer chips. Um, Very cool model, and I'm trying to figure out how to secure that one. That one's actually pretty stiff, but they tend to bend because resin, when it gets warm, it kind of bends, um, especially the thinner it is. Just so you know, all my resin is made with food safe resin. Now, just so you know that even with countertop resin, that means it's food touch safe. That does not mean you can put it in a microwave. That does not mean you can put it in a dishwasher. That means it is food touch safe. That means you cannot put like you cannot put it hot pots on it. That means you can, and I would highly recommend if you are really starting to do that, guys, invest into granite. um, the people who buy the resin for countertop resin, that's very expensive resin, and I'm talking about generally about $300 a gallon. When I buy my gallons, it's $70 to $90 a gallon. I have gone through about 9 different types of resin, and to find the 2 that I use. I do use 2 different types of resin, and that has nothing to do with my UV resin. It took me a long time. I have been working with resin for a year and a half. There are tons of designs, tons of different types of resin out there, guys. And if you are playing around in the resin field, even jewelry resin is separate. And most jewelry resin folks use UV resin, and even they will tell you there are different types of UV resin. I work with two different types of UV resin. There's soft, there's hard, there's even that I tell you, don't lay your UV resin out in the sun. Buy the strongest UV light you can get. Don't use a flashlight, it really sucks. I have the strongest UV lamp that you can get. That's what I use. I do, and I will show you that. It is a nail lamp, but it is the strongest voltage wattage you can get. Um, I invest wisely into my products and my supplies. I have had to learn, if you're watching my videos, I have to calm myself down. Otherwise, I forget things. It goes with my epilepsy lately. I haven't been taking my medication right. And trust me, it's not a good thing. But make sure you watch all my videos. It's very important that you watch them or you're going to skip something. So if you did not watch the first video, I am showcasing my items so that when I go to inventory it, because right now I have a very basic list and my list looks like this. Like I have soap dishes coming up. I literally have three, sorry, my phone here. I actually have three different styles of soap dishes, but right now on my list it says soap dishes. So my husband just ordered me in, and I do have a labeler, and this labeler actually goes to my printer, not my printer, my computer. And it's actually gonna, and I'm not gonna do a UPC. I can do a UPC, but I don't need to scan anything in. Excuse me, it's literally going to start with 01, 02, 03. And that's the way it's actually going to go up. It's going to go in a category of just keychains. And it's going to go 01, 02, 03 until I get to 10. And then it's going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's how everything's going to be labeled and under keychains. Like I did add in new keychains. My number went when I started actually sharing keychains with you guys. And on the keychain run, I started at 753. As I added new keychains, it has now gone up to 760. I did tell you I was working with new pieces. I have added to the keychain category. Thanks for watching, guys. So my inventory has gone up. When I started sharing the resin work videos, I started at 1,641 items. I am now up to 1,658. Again, I'm working with things in the background and I'm adding to my inventory all the time. So it's stuff that I am working in the background and always adding to the inventory list. So you guys know that I'm always working. Now, even if I'm not pouring every day, I have things that I'm always working that is already being in the process of being finished. So I'm always working on that. At the same time, I'm currently getting ready. I'm setting up my all natural bath and body line. And I have a coat closet. Whoever designed this house should be smacked upside the head. I literally have 7 different types of ceilings. And when I get done with them, hopefully they will coexist. But my coat closet is literally at the back of the house. It's the stupidest thing in the world. It's actually going to house all my natural bath and body products because majority of my bath and body products is going to be made in my kitchen, especially when I'm making my soap. Because I have to make some of my soap on my stove and then some of it off the stove on my counters. So that closet, which obviously don't houses my coats because we come in through the garage and we come in through the front door, which is really stupid anyway because we're in Texas and we don't really have that many months where we need a coat. And even that, I would go to my bedroom, take off my coat, or in my laundry room. So I have jacket hooks. So it's really stupid. So that coat was just really that closet is just purposeless. So I have now turned it into a beautiful closet full of storage. And I have brand new doors. If you guys have not seen my new doors, they are beautiful, beautiful antique doors with 70-year-old wood. They are Tuscan design, so there's no room for really anything around the doors to get in, though I am going to put a barrier at the bottom to make sure that no air gets into the doors. So we just got 2 more cubbies today, and there's barely any room for my little butt to get through. So my butt has got a little bit bigger since I've been here, even after all that weight. So I need to go walking. Yeah. So I'm waiting for some more supplies to come in, and then I'll be able to make. And even then, I have to go through all my Dopplers and all my glass amber jars and my blue amber jars. All my lines have different, and if I am adding to my lines, it used to be where I just had a basic female line and just my soaps and all my all natural laundry soap. I am massively expanding it to a men's line, a female's line, and a pet line. I did make my stuff for my pets before, only I'm massively expanding it for everybody. You guys are going to totally love this. So I don't want to keep into that. I want you to go back and look at video 1. And I no longer live a half a mile to even a mile and a half from a post office. So I do have my own. Let me see. I don't know if it's connected or not. It may or may not be connected to my computer. Let me double check. Let me see if I can disconnect it. Because I had somebody ask me about it. And I'll just leave the cords on the floor. I want you guys to really see this. I really do have my own labeling system. This is my shipping labeler. So I do have my own shipping system. This is my actual label system. So these are printed labels. They're sticky adhesive labels, and here's my scale. I'm going to use this for the majority of the time for smaller items. But as I told Betsy, who's on the page, see, it's my scale. It could go up to 35 pounds. And so you guys can see. If you doubt it, it's here. So I do have my own shipping system. I have a side table over there where I'll be doing all my shipping. But there is going to be times where I have very large pieces where your order might exceed a certain amount that I will tell you that it's going to be better to go priority, depending on how much you order. But there are larger pieces that I do make that I will tell you that it will be sometimes cheaper to go priority. I do have my own bubble mailers at the same time. This is so that you guys can save money. So for all my card makers, we're going to be very nice to our two mailmen. We're going to be nice and do nice cards. And then, of course, as I get my business up and rolling, I'm going to be very, very nice and do gift cards to my mail delivery persons, because I believe I have a female and a male, because they only work 5 days a week. So, yeah, we're going to be very kind. Oh, no, Coco, we are not playing right now. We are not doing this. We're not going to do this every video. No, 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 no. Do not bring me Jessie. No, 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 no. We got to get through this video. So, okay, so I wanted to share with you guys the keychains. I told you and explained to you on the keychains that I did do the X and O's, and I said I had 2 more coming. So I'm going to go through those real quick. I finished off a set of X and O's couples. And here are the ice crystal. So I have the ice crystal, Coco, no, right now. So I have an X and O and an ice crystal. And that one's got a microphone on the end of it for anybody who's watching here. And then I have the O. This is the ice crystal. And it's whenever I have extra, I come up with all kinds of, yes, I heard you. Okay. There's Jessie. Okay, so I have that one. I decided to make both of these on the musical side. And then I have the blue, a deep blue, and I put a horn. These are for those who like the horns. And then I ended up putting the saxophone on this one. And it's got little red rubies on it, crystals. And this is red to orange. So this is for couples. And this has the bronze keychains on it. So this is a pair. This goes in one bag and this goes in a bag. So they're going to be sold as a set. I just wanted to show you that. And then I do have 2 new ideas that are, this is my male and female, as I said, don't you put your foot on it if you want me to play with Jessie. Ooh, there. He's in a playful mood. It's just like Mickey. Mickey has to have his airtime. Coco has to have his playtime. And it's always while I'm on air, right? How do you not enjoy that? And I have a hair coming off my arm. Here, give me then. I get you. Haha. Okay. So before I do this, I want to share with you a new design that I came up with. And a lot of us have these, and I thought I'm going to try this out. So I told you guys that I had this new design that I wanted to have fun with. And so I came up with this new design for these pop sockets. They're both on black. And I have this long hair drive me crazy. Okay, I got it. Give me Jessie then. Give me Jessie. Okay, so this is my new design. I haven't even put them in bags yet. So Coco, no. I don't know who's worse, Mickey or Coco. Give me Coco. Okay, so these are what I'm considering really cute. My husband thought this was an adorable idea. So here is, I always have my eyes on you guys. So here is my male with the big bushy eyebrow. And it's a wiggly eye. It's a big wiggly eye. So I thought this was kind of cool with Halloween coming up. So, and if anybody's ever watching, so I put and it's a real eyelash. I had fun putting that on. It was really fun trying to get that on. But it is on there. It's not just the normal glue. I actually used Gorilla Glue gel. It is on there. So it is a big wiggly eye pop socket. But it is on. Yes, okay. Give me Jessie. So there's my male. And then, of course, I had to have a female. Let me pop that out. And you know who she is because her eyelash is opposite. And then she, of course, has the very glittery eyeliner. She's got upper liner and lower liner. So this was my really cool, cute idea that I came up with. Yes, okay. So they have their wiggly eyes. I told you, I come up with these weird ideas and I have to go with it. I can't help it. So I thought it were cute. Give me a thumbs up if you think that was a cool idea. If I still have orange spray paint on, I'm sorry. I was working on some Halloween pumpkins. See, I'm already a month ahead of y'all. Bam. Isn't that cool? Can you imagine playing with your phone and everybody going, what the heck is that behind your phone? But again, if you're looking at a tablet, Coco, if you're doing a tablet or a clipboard, these could be really cool in an office. Bam! How cute is that? Right? And it'd be fun playing with. Yep, see, I come up with all these weird ideas. Yes, Coco. I will get Jessie. There you go. Let's share my live stream here. Let me see if I can get it up. Yes, Coco. Okay. So there's my little wiggly eyes. Okay, where's Jessie? Okay, I got Jessie. Here we go. There you go. So there's my little wiggly eyes. So I got a really fun one here because of Halloween coming and everybody loves The Nightmare Before Christmas. I did not forget you. And I know Bailey's a big fan. And of course, I did add Jack and Sally to my Halloween display last year, especially since I went around. And here is double pour. There's big old Jack. There's my Jack. And I have a Jack here. And Jack does glow in the dark, all three of these pieces. This is a little collection here. And that is saying that somebody just came through the back porch and now at the back guest house. My husband's moving around. So there's Jack. There is Zero. And these all three have glow-in-the-dark capabilities. They have glow-in-the-dark stars on it. Okay, okay. And of course, any package that has glow-in-the-dark capabilities will have, you'll know it because it says, it's got this sticker here, glows in the dark, and it says, I glow on it. So I'm trying to figure out which one I want to share. Because Jack is a little bit bigger than the actual mold, so his little head sticks just slightly out here. And then there's Zero. Yes, yes. I do have fun. Once in a while, you'll see me take a picture of Jack and Sally at the bar on one of these stools. And I'll change I'll put his I'll put different type of beards and stuff on Jack. And I'll put like one of my hats on or one of my husband's hats. And it looks like he's like in France at the bar. And I'll put like the bar, one of my designs, one of my bottles I use in my pirate tea. Or one of my glasses or something up here from the bar and make it look like Jack and Sally's having a good time. I have a little too much fun with Jack and Sally. I was going to get the animated ones, but I really have this fear of leaving animated ones out. I ended up getting the other ones and I did stuff them. You'll actually see that in the video that I share. I did not get Halloween up yet from last year, but I will share it here in the next week or so. So you'll be able to see how I took the regular Jack and Sally you get at whether Walgreens or Lowe's. I know Home Depot, is it Lowe's or Home Depot has them? I know Walmart has them. Usually Walgreens have it. But yeah, let me see which one I want to share. These are double and triple pours. Okay, you're driving me nuts though. I gotta cut my hair. I can't take the long hair no more. I was so kind. And all of them always start with a clear center or clear base. Let's show Zero. That could always show you Jack and Sally. Everybody knows what Jack and Sally. To get a Zero is really hard. They all have, okay, these all three have purple. And then this one has a black base. This one's really thick because this Jack is really thick. And I try to thin out the embeds as much as possible, but that one I could not. What in the world? Okay. So this one's thin. These are thin. This one's thinner than the other two because the other embeds are a little bit thicker. But Zero was pretty thin. Okay, see Zero, and you can see the stars, and I put little starbursts so that some of the stars twinkled. And then it's a little black down and through here. It's reverse canvas painted with glitter and micas. Oh, he's just all excited. I'm just rocking it today, trying to catch up on all my chores. All I have to do is the floor in my bathroom and the mirror, which I make my husband do it because it's a huge mirror. But ladies, I make him put clean socks on when he gets up on the counter because I clean my counters. That and it's granite. So I make him put brand new clean socks. Well, not brand new, but clean socks. Brand spanking clean. There we go. And I got laundry done, put it away. I was rocking it today. Okay. And I did use a little bit darker blue with a slight tint of purple so that it made it look more dark in the back. And there is slight cloudiness in the back here. And again, I put a little black down in here. And then I turned around and then I did a hand painted mica with glitter. Turn around and put a little layer of purple back in here that gives that little bit of purple mist with a little bit of glitter here. And then again, you can see like the little starburst, and they were all hand painted with a, where's Sally? Go get Sally. Sally's over there. You get Sally. You're going to bark at me and you don't get Sally. Where's Sally? Where's Sally? I can't help you if you don't have Sally. And then I put them in with tweezers. Each and every one of them were put in with tweezers. They weren't randomly put in. He's making me confused. Stop it. Stop it, Coco. And then, of course, his little nose has a little pumpkin on it. Get Sally. So whether you want the whole collection of the whole family as a big lover of Nightmare Before Christmas, You have the 3-piece collection here. And of course, as you know, each, when it's a double pour, triple pour, quadruple pour, or reverse painted canvases, they cost more money. And of course, if they are Disney pieces, they cost more money. So just so you know that. You'll know that when I post them after getting them in inventory, because like I said, I have to do a spreadsheet and then I have to number them. They all have to have their little warnings because you wash them with warm temperature, warmth, water with mild soap. You don't want to put hot water. You don't want to put in a dishwasher, microwave, things like that. Okay, for all the people that are loving shakers, again, these are the shakers that I've explained to you. You guys have already seen them in clips and lanyards and keychains. These are the purplish. These are my coffin ones. They both have black bats. This one has a spider metal finding in it. They all have a little bit of crushed seashells to be like a rock inside of it. They also have real sand to look like dirt down in it. This one is my red one on the red pop socket. This one is the purplish with red glitter. This one is the purplish one to be as dark as night. And see if I can find the metal finding because each one of them has a metal finding in it. If Coco, oh, and they all have glow in the dark. Glow in the dark. Thank you for going and getting her for me. And they all have glow in the dark stars in it, and they all have a glow glitter in it. So they're very mystical when you glow them up. So it's not just the glow in the dark stars. Give me. You finally went and got her again. Here, when are you going to get tired? You're tiring me out, and I have a lot to do today. But they do. Let me see if I can find that metal finding. It's in there. There it is. It's got a spider web in there too. So I'm going to show you the red one because it's a little bit easier. But this one's on a purple pop socket too. Just a little hint. Not everybody does seal the tops of these, so you don't have to pull them at the side. I will not seal them. And again, I do not fill mine with water because water does mold, and not all of them are completely filled. They have sometimes a little bit of an air bubble in there, so that it helps make all the pieces inside move a little better, as you can see. And this one is a lot easier to see that there is a black bat. Now, you may not see the little glow glitter in there, but trust me, it is in there. And I do completely, when it comes to the coffins, I do completely cover it with resin. But just in case any of my shakers do happen to unseal or slightly crack, which they shouldn't, unless you seriously drop them from a distance, enjoy them. It's just baby oil. Okay, so those are the two. Again, I refer anybody back to the very first video of how everything's going to go. I'm showcasing, I will always showcase all new pieces. Ha, 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 ha. There you go. I always showcase new pieces here on YouTube, and then it will go into the spreadsheet for me to take inventory, and then I will post it for sale on the Facebook page. I do this so that I don't have to do Etsy because I don't want to have to pay Etsy and then PayPal at the same time because I'm going to get hit with fees twice. That is not going to happen. I'm not going to pay PayPal and then pay Etsy at the same time. It's ridiculous when you can just go right through me. Plus, at the same time, I'm bringing Charming Custom Crafts on the Facebook page back to what it used to be. And I have, it is also a cross-platform for anybody who wants to sell their stuff. I'm going to still do the traditional card swap and ornament swap. I'm not going to keep that away. Whatever is already on Charming Custom Crafts on the Facebook page is going to stay on the page. I am no longer going to do how-tos on the Facebook page. It is all going to be right here, and I'm going to do some of them live like I used to, and I still do, but I'm also going to upload videos. Oh, just like this. But I still have videos from last year, as you're seeing me now putting in. Sorry, I've been busy because I've been renovating this house, but I was doing videos as I said I was. But you'll see me even talk about it in the videos. But I have a big video coming to you of how I antique my walls that I'm teaching. And I do have some where you see where I have red paint on like turquoise seafoam pants. I had a hysterectomy. That's red paint, trust me. I had a hysterectomy at 27 and I am 46, so it's been like 20 years. So trust me, I ain't leaking anything. Anyway, so these are clear with flowers, dried flowers in them. These are really pretty. I'd already done some of these, and the clips and lanyards, they come out really super pretty. And you can definitely see the vines inside the flowers. I did not put any color to them. What you see in the background is actually the pop sockets, and they're all white. Super pretty. Coco is insistent if he has anything. The little 9-month-old puppy is just, I'll tell you, it's been 20 years since I had a boy. And he is consistent little booger. I'm going to show you this one. There's 5 of these. And again, I did do some in the clips and lanyards. And I believe I did some keychains too. Anytime I work with dried flowers, it's always going to be a little bit pricey because of the fact that if you have not priced out what dried flowers cost, they're not cheap. But even when you go in, even if you go, pardon me, a little hiccup. If you go into Sally's and you try to pick up some of the small flowers, even in the jewelry section, you'll find out that if you get a little package, it's like $5 to $8. It's incredibly insane for dried flowers. It's stupid. That's okay because I have a whole bunch of roses in my backyard, and right now I'm actually putting my exfoliants and my herbs for my all natural products. And I'm not into witchery or wizardry. As a matter of fact, somebody actually donated me a witch for my Halloween last year. And I actually don't do wizards or witches in my yard. I did do brooms, but I stayed away from actually putting witches in my yard, and I only did the brooms because I'm needing to do something for a pathway. And he knew it too, and he knew that I wasn't going to be happy about him giving me an animated witch. But if you see like my shelf right now, and especially with me picking up some new herbs to do certain new products, and you guys understand that when I get to certain new products to do certain scrubs, you're going to be like, what? Like I did, and I'll give you an example. I picked up marshmallow root, and you're all going to go, what in the world are you talking about marshmallow root? When I get into explaining the properties to marshmallow root, you'll be like, oh, okay, now I get it. Because if you see my lineup of my herbs and my scrub pieces and my exfoliants, you're going to be like, are you sure you're not a witch? Yeah, I got jars and jars and jars because I don't want to leave it in plastic. Plastic tend to have small little micro bubbles. So the moment I got it in, I'm like, yeah. Some lady on Etsy actually got mad, and she's a garden herbologist, and I was just like got mad at her and gave her 4 stars out of 5. And within minutes of me leaving her the thing, she ended up messaging me, why'd you give me 4 stars out of 5? Because your bags aren't sealed, lady. She goes, well, what can I do better? Repackage and seal and iron seal it. And hello? I've been working with these products for a long time. And then other people did their packaging and seal it with really nice packaging like this. And they sealed it. Yeah, lady, you can't use regular like Ziploc bags, dummy. Hello? And I actually ordered mint from 2 different people, spearmint and peppermint, and you can clearly tell one was drier than the other. Duh. Okay. Anyway, see, I wanted to show you how pretty that is. But yeah, it makes all the difference in how you package stuff, especially when it comes to exfoliant and scrubs, and the smell was major difference too. So just you see even all the little vines and the leaves and stuff and the flowers. It's really pretty. Just thought I'd show you, but you can see that is a 2-part pour because you have to pour it once, get the flowers in, and then because you have to dip your flowers, and that way that they will seal over. Give them a few minutes, and then you can put it in, and then you have to go back over and seal it over. So these are double pours, but they're flowers. Flowers cost money, but they're all white. The reason why they're white is so that you can see all the way through. Pretty awesome. I am full of energy. It's like somebody turned on my batteries to full today and on high. Oh, look, my jukebox came out. I don't know if you saw the colors. Bam. Let me show you jukebox. Bam, the jukebox is on. Okay. I play it, but I get in trouble for music. I used to play music all the time doing the D-stashes, and then I got in trouble. So I got in trouble. For all my woodland creature fans, I have my woodland creatures. So one of these little boogers got Roxy like a month ago. And my mom's like, oh, you should have used spaghetti sauce. I was like, no, because it's got herbs and spices. And I always keep at least 1 can of tomato soup around, condensed tomato soup. And if you notice, look where I put the hearts. Yeah, Roxy got skunkified. And it was funny. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and Roxy was in bed, and all of a sudden she just started barking, and she goes bolting outside. We're like, what the hell? Yeah, she came back with her tail between her legs within 30 seconds. And the whole house stank, so much so that it was like, I don't know, 1:30 in the morning. And my husband's like, I'm going to work. And he doesn't have to be at work till 6 o'clock. By 2 o'clock, he was out the door. He's like, I'm going to work. I'm going to sleep in the car. He did. He left me. The dude left me to clean up Roxy. This house stank, man. You didn't matter whether you covered your face, used one of the COVID masks. It did not matter. You tasted it. It was all over her. Then she had ran into the bed, so I had to clean the bed. Yeah. I had to clean the bed. I had to clean Roxy. You could taste it. It literally woke my husband out of a dead sleep. But anyway, I did the little grass down in here and tried to do little bushes up in here. And again, it is a reverse hand-painted canvas. And then you can see little clouds in the sky. But our little skunky here, Pepe Le Pew, which I really hope they don't get rid of him, which I think they already did. He's, they just gotten rid of so much good stuff. Yes, he was a little sexist, but come on, that was when we were kids. Just, it doesn't mean you have to make any more. Just leave him as be. It's like getting rid of Mighty Mouse. Leave my damn Mighty Mouse alone. Come on. But yeah, isn't he just the cutest? I had to put the hearts down at his bum bum. So he's cute. And then I have my night owl, and this is a reverse hand-painted canvas. And then I will show you this. I might show you that one. And then, I don't know. Maybe I'll show you the fox. But this one has glow-in-the-dark stars back in the back. I'm sorry if I keep bumping this. But you can see where I did hand paint in a tree. And then I have the moon up in here, behind the tree up in here. And then autumn leaves and the darker sky in the back. This one was really pretty. I tried to do this one with more of the really autumn colors. It's very pretty, but you got the owlet sitting up on the branch. And then we have, I'm gonna hold on this one because I'm definitely gonna show you this one. And then I have the deer by the babbling brook over here, going through like the muddy trail here. And he stomped into some mud. And then you've got the trees in the back. It's like Bambi coming out. And then the bushes where there's a little sparkle to it down by the babbling brook. And you can see the clouds in the background. There's my deer. You'll probably see the characters again and styled differently. But this one is my fox. We have all of these. And of course, I have deer everywhere. Wondering if I have deer in my front yard. Let me see if I have deer in my front yard. And if you think I'm joking, I'll pull. If they're in my front yard, I'll show you. I literally have deer all the time. See, they're not out there right now. I came in from the store yesterday and there's 4 in the front yard. We had triplets born in my backyard when I moved in here, and they were all 3 bucks. They have 2 horns on them now. They're still with mama. They stay with mom for 2 years. And last year, off to the side of the house, we had twins born, and it's a boy and a girl. And the little buck has 1 horn. And then this year we had a single born at the side, and it's a female. So they stay around the house all the time. One of them came up and kissed Coco, and now they're just annoyed by Coco. They're making mad, but it hasn't breeding season yet. The big bucks are, yeah. And my Bucky, I haven't seen him in a while. He was kicked for mama, but this one has the whole dark forest scene in it. It's so pretty. This one is the deep dark forest, and it's reverse painted up in here. And it was sprayed, so it has a very shiny sheen to it. And I domed this one. That's why it's extra thick here. I went back over and domed it, so it wasn't flat. I love this one so much I domed this one. That's why it's a little thicker. But I really had a good time with this one. He's very cool. But this one's the deep forest with a fox. You can see the different layers of the green that was hand painted in with a little bit of brown. But it's got sage and then darker green and then lighter greens in here. But you can see different trees coming up on each side. I really love to do these. But, you know, I take my time. Right now I have, I told you guys yesterday that I was working on another mermaid, but I'm also working on a sheep, and the sheep is like counting sheep. That's what that one's going to be. So that one, the mermaid, and then counting sheep. So it's going to be like climbing over or jumping over a fence, like you're counting sheep. The third one that I'm still working on is actually the icon of like Paramount/Disney. When you're watching a Disney film and you have the Disney castle and the lines going over the castle, like da 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 with Disney. But it's going to be like Disney balloons coming up, and I'm going to try like to do like a drawbridge in the front with a little bit of water. But that one's, I only have one of that one. So that one's going to be really pretty. I'm going to try to do fireworks on that one. For all my teddy bear fans, here's my teddy bears. These are triple and quadruple pours. This one teddy bear has got like a plush bottom with like crushed shells, and I try to make it with crushed shells and like a plush look with a white mica, so it looks plush at the bottom. And then he's like throwing his arms out and going, I love you, you know, with the hearts. It's kind of, you guys get it, like he's throwing his arms out and he's throwing out love with half back pearls, and then like with the blue background. So that is a triple pour. And then this one is the little scared little teddy bear running through the forest. And it has almost, you could see like he ran through. I did the bottom, kind of like the Star Wars effect on this one, but the clouds are in the back and it's a little bit foggy. And then this one, I'll show you this one. It says, I love you. The U flipped. It just makes them unique. It flipped during the drying. Usually during drying, the colors will swirl a little bit and bleed, which is what it's supposed to. That's how you get your swirls in some of your pieces. But the U flipped. It happens. You can see it even there. There's a U, the IU. But I domed this one too. And I made these are real flowers in here. And then it's got a little bit of a foresty look in here. And this one does have real flowers in it. So if it feels a little thicker, I domed it and then sprayed this one. This one's on blue. And he's sitting out in a flower bed. Like a little girl left him outside. This one's on blue. That one's on white. That one's on green. Those are the 3 teddy bears. We are going to finish these up, guys. So the next video is going to get more exciting. And again, if you were following the concept of my seashells, they're technically Ariel, but I can't really call them Ariel right now because I forgot that step. Oh, if you were following me if you were watching all these videos and you saw the videos on the Ghostbusters, I did clean them up. I have not poured the next layer, but I did get them cleaned up. As you saw that I had them painted. Because I have to go into the etching. And this is what I was explaining with Ariel, because I forgot to go in and paint. And then, because if you remember me telling you that Ariel is actually in the background, I just didn't paint the etching and then go in with another layer of resin. But I did show you on the Ghostbusters, because I have done Ghostbusters. You have seen a couple of the Ghostbusters. I did go in and paint them, and you guys saw that part. I did clean them up. The next step is for me to go in with another layer of resin. It's a very, very fine, thin layer. And I have to be very, very careful that I don't put it thick, because it's a very thin layer. And if I do a thin layer as it is over on this side, I won't be able to put my little shaker pieces that I've made, So, or any beads or anything that I might put in there. So I did get them cleaned up and they're ready. And that's what I forgot to do with Ariel. So next time I will be charging a lot more for them. They'll be a little bit cheaper because I did not showcase Ariel in them, because that's like King Triton's Triton, and then there's a seashell, and then there's a fish in this one, and then there's the fork, and there's the seashell, and then like her fish here. So I didn't even highlight him after I realized that. I just left it as a basic fish because normally I would have painted the fish, flounder, and I didn't do that. And in the meantime, I'm kind of hoping I can find a crab that I can paint red. I know that there's other shaker bit molds, so I'm hoping that I can find one with the crab so that I can have him in there too. So that's my goal, is between now and then anyway. So after I sell these out. But they all do have sand in them. They do all have real crushed seashells in there. But in the meantime, they're just beautiful shakers to begin with. And I've already showcased these before. So the basic difference is that they just have pop sockets on the back. But they're still going to be pricey, guys, because they are shakers, and they do take me a while, because once I pour them, then I got to put the plastic piece on, then I got to seal around that. Well, I got to fill them, and then I got to put the plastic piece on, then I've got to seal them around the edge, then I got to put a cover on that, then I have to make sure it's sealed again, and then I have to go around. And then these don't have a fill center, so I have to go in and drill a piece, and they take quite a while to do. And they should all have, I think they might have glitter. Matter of fact, let me check. It'll be interesting to see. Let me check with my light and see if they have glow-in-the-dark stars, because I just turned it back on because I was working on pieces. Let me see if they do have a... We'll see. See if they have glow-in-the-dark. Really only need to put them under there for a few seconds. Now, neither one of these have anything glow-in-the-dark in them. So neither one of these have glow-in-the-dark capabilities. Ow! Ooh, ow, corner hit the right side of my chest. It's not that kind of patty. It should not be padded. It's not padded. So this is the coral seashell, and this is the purple. And I think this one's on black, and this one's on black. So these are these two. And again, the Ghostbusters, one of them is going to be already spoken for, because it's going out to somebody on YouTube. And then something on, but one of them will be. But one of them, they're too big to put on a pop socket, and I'm going to show you why. And I said I would show you. See how big they are? But if somebody wanted me to put it on a pop socket, I could, but just understand that that would be awful, awful big to grab onto. But, you know, if somebody wanted me to, I mean, as I finish one of these out, if somebody really wanted me to put this on a pop socket, I don't know which one I'm going to give to the person. It's going to be between the two, and then the other one will be up for grabs. So, again, Ghostbuster ones, because of the size and the tidbit pieces. It's not like the ones that are like the stars, and they don't have very specific pieces that all the little shaker pieces I have to make. Okay, let me get my Pooh Bear. Let's do Pooh Bear. Winnie the Pooh and Friends. Let's do Winnie the Pooh. Now, I do have more Winnie the Pooh and Friend pieces coming. I don't know why I haven't done Roo yet. They're coming. Yes, they are. Okay, so I have this Winnie the Pooh. I have this Winnie the Pooh. This is Winnie the Pooh Sum Head. This is a reverse painted Winnie the Pooh. Here is Tigger with all of his might. This is Winnie the Pooh's Honey Pot. So if you've got somebody you call Honey, there you go. And then, of course, here is Tigger. So it's the debate on which one I show you. Goodness gracious, I'd like to really show you two. I might show you two in this one. So let me show you Tigger. Tigger is also a reverse hand painted. He is on, I'm not going to show you Tigger as much as I want to. He's on blue. He has two paw prints on both sides because he has 4 paws. Though he bounces on his tail, we all know that. He is sitting on grass. He's also sitting in a puddle, guys, because he fell and got muddy because he's always bouncing on his tail. So he's sitting in a puddle and inside of a grassy area. He's got a few little stars, and there's a signature one over here. And then, of course, he has a blue wispy sky with a little bit of a cloud in the back. I always try to do that. There is, of course, I have that signature move where I do embed my pieces with just that clear front, and I embed my piece, and then I go in and I reverse canvas paint. So there is Tigger. And then, of course, I have the, oh, geez, I really want to show the honey pot. No, I think I did that to this one. Did I do that to this one? I did it to this one. No, I did it to this one, too. Okay, so just so you know this, okay, this one, these two are pretty much done the same way. Here's my honey pot. No, on this one and with Winnie the Pooh and the honey pot, I actually have a mold that actually does honey combs. So after me reverse doing this, I turn and I put a cutout piece of honey, and the honeycombs, and I embedded that in, and I put a little bit of resin in it to lock it in, and it's the color of honey, because I did it in several different colors, and I have to do the pieces at different times because I knew that I was going to use it at one point in time with some of my bees. So what I did is I did that, but I added some green to it so it looked like it was molded a little bit, and then I turned and added some different colors of yellow slowly, and a little bit of a chunky glitter so that it would highlight a little bit. And this is after I put the embed in. So you can, if you look at it a little closer in person, and this is on white, and the reason why I did it on white is so that you can see the honeycomb behind it. And then Tigger is all placed in here with sparkles, and then I individually put in some flowers in here to match Tigger. It's like he put his face through flowers. This is the Sum face of Tigger, and it is on a green pop socket. And I didn't want to go to a black one and or a white one because a white would have been too white, and it really wouldn't have mattered. The green I wanted to showcase and pull through more of that green in the back, and I wanted it to match with all the little greens and the oranges and the yellows that I pulled through here. But if you look at the way he is, you can just see like his forehead is pushed down to where he's pushing his head right through the flowers. And I'm going to actually show you both of these pieces. One is a hand-painted reverse. And then one is a painted on the outside with honey. Let me show you the outside painted with honey. And again, I did the honey on the inside, the honeycomb on the inside of this one. And then I did a resin pour on the outside. So Winnie the Pooh is inside the honey pot. He's got his face literally inside the honey pot. So I have honey dripping down the sides. And it's on a black one, but Winnie the Pooh is stuck inside the honey pot. But if you look very carefully, and if you get close to it, when whoever buys this, you can see that the honeycombs are in the back. But Winnie the Pooh is stuck in the honey pot. And it's only one of them. You never know how I'm going to do a piece. I see it and I'm like, oh, I like that. I like this. I like that. And then this one. Oh, you guys just love this. I have to grab a drink after me, after this. And this, of course, Winnie the Pooh has gone into a cave, the cave of honey. He just couldn't help himself. You can see where he's like in a tree, honey cave, and it is just dripping down around him. And of course, I have a hidden Mickey down in there. I do hope you like the fact that I put a hidden Mickey down in there. And what I did is I did different depths of greens, and I went in after I did the tree barking and the cave barking around the sides, and I put the different golds and yellows in through here, and I put the different depths, and you can see that around the edges. I put different depths in here. I did go in and slowly put in the different color greens, and I did the lighter to the darker, then the darker to the lighter, so it gave that depth of him going deeper inside of the cave, as well as coming out the other side where there would be vines. And he's just smitten by all that honey, of course. But again, maybe somebody would see it, maybe somebody wouldn't, but I added a hidden Mickey. And of course, it's on a yellow pop socket. Again, no two will ever be the same. You just never know when I do. Don't you love it? I gotta get me a drink. Well, what are you guys drinking tonight? You drinking coffee? You having a hard drink? You having beer? I have 2 big bottles of Fireball here. One's been open, the other one hasn't. I have different types of whiskey. I've gotten into whiskey. Of course, I got into bourbon too. Anybody else drink bourbon? It's interesting. When I was younger, I drank a lot of wine coolers. I've got all kinds of margarita mix here at the bar. Funny, I don't drink alone. I got Bloody Mary mix. I got mojito mixes. I got a chocolate wine here. I don't drink wine, but I got a whole bunch of wines here I'm collecting. I got spritzers. I started collecting things for beers. I can always pick beers up. You guys ever try this pickle punch? It's for beers. I don't know. I've been picking all kinds of weird things up to put in the bar. I even got olives, and I don't drink, I hate olives, but I've been buying all kinds of stuff for everybody I say everybody, but I never have anybody here. I got peach and mango margarita mix. That's on one side of my bar. Then I got pina colada mix. I got all kinds of stuff in my bar. I need to start buying some more liquor. I had sojo, but one of my moves it leaked out, which I was never more grateful. That stuff stinks so bad, especially how old mine was. It was like 20 years old. We carried it for that long. It stinks so bad. Okay, gears. For my gears people that like steampunk. So I have a gears collection. That's a double pour. That's a double pour. And that's a double pour. So these won't cost very much. Actually, that's a triple, and that's a triple. But I'm gonna price these at single or double pours. That's a red gear and bronze. These are all brown gears, and I went with the reds and blues so that if there were people who like the steampunk era, there are different dewdrops in the middle to give that illusion. And it does have a 3D illusion to it, like the Star Wars effect that I told you. So this one's on black, that one's on black, and that one's on black. And that one's like a fire effect with this, and this is like an ice blue effect with this. And this one actually came out like a scale mermaid effect. That one's really cool. It's got a little bit of blue to it. Let me see, let me show you this one. And then I have some more double pours. And then I have a couple more triple pours. And then we're actually going to be, there's still quite a few to show you, but it's going to be pretty quick. Maybe another 15 minutes. I hope for you guys. I hope for you guys. See if you guys can see that. It has that deep mirror illusion right in the center of it. But again, I always start with a clear layer so that the embeds will hold in that glass finish. And I hope to be able to come back tonight and at least show you some soap dishes. If I can get to the soap dishes. Because I know I'm working on a couple trinket boxes. One more that I want to try to fix. There's a little corner edge. So let me see. These are like snack ones. These might be my $8 ones. These are double pours. That one's on pink, that one's on red, and this one's on watermelon, or green. This is a watermelon, it's a double pour, and that's like a clear glitter. This one, the clearish, yellowish glitter, greenish glitter, sorry. And that's like a clear glitter, little frosted glitter here with a rainbow glitter. Same on this one. I probably poured both these at the same time, and that's an ice cream one. If you work in an ice cream shop, like back home, people, we have Strickland's. And then there's one also in Florida. And then, so if you maybe work at either place or even McDonald's, an upside down end, you probably get away with it. But a restaurant, or if you work in a fresh market, these will be my cheaper ones. They're super cute. See, I told you some of them will go faster than others. Okay, I got another hair. This is why I gotta cut my hair. It's driving me crazy. It's gonna get cut, and I don't know if I'm gonna be doing peekaboo color or if I'm gonna do full-on blown color. So here's some more cheaper ones for everybody. Here's my like fishy. I have tons of like weird fish and characters. So if you guys are looking for something just out of the blue, just let me know because I have a full drawer full of these little characters. So here's an underwater like fishy. It one's on black. It's in the like blue sea, like you're like the Key West water, similar to that, but it's more clear. And then this is totally rainbow glitter, full rainbow glitter. This is a little octopi. And then that one's on black. And then I have a little rubber ducky. You're the one. And what I did, and this is really cool because I did it on clear and then I did a little darker color here. But what I did is on the very back of it, I ended up putting glitter on the back so it looks like there's bubbles blowing in the far back of this one. And it's on yellow. It goes with the rubber ducky. I told you we're going to go through some pretty quick. Let me take this one out and show you what I'm referring to. Told you we're going to go pretty quick on some of these. Yay. Yay for both of us. See if I can show you that. See, can you see that in the back? Yeah, you can see that. You can see that glittering in the back. Told ya. And then, of course, I showed you it was yellow. Bum, bum, bum. I have this really pretty snowflake one. I only have one of them. I will be making more. I thought I showed you guys the snowflake keychain. So I ended up making an extra one to make a snowflake pop socket. And this is actually technically a triple pour, but I'm going to consider it a double for the price. You can see the different layers of snow. Well, what I'm considering snow, but there's blue, there's white, and then there's the clear. That's a triple layer. And then remember I told you I had that one glitter. It's almost as light as straws. Actually, it's pretty much like coffee straws, but it's really thinner. And but it's like a holographic rainbow, you could say. But I put it all the way around along with another glitter that gives it like the diuretic glass look. And then, of course, the snowflake, and the snowflake was hand painted on the front. But that piece was made individually, and I did hand make that snowflake in here. So, I mean, you can also consider it the Jewish star. So it's up to you if you want to consider that the Jewish star or Hanukkah star. So if you're Jewish, that would be a good one for Christmas or for Hanukkah. I apologize. So let's keep moving. So for my Frozen folks and my Disney fans, here are some double pours. This is definitely Disney pieces. These are double pours. So these will be on the cheaper spectrum, but not the triple and quadruple layers that are reverse hand painted. So these are still a little pricey, but not high pricey. Again, I will tell you the price on Facebook. So they're not like the hand painted reverse ones. So here is Olaf, folks. I do have more Olafs. Here is Anna. Here is Snow White. I don't think I've really introduced Snow White yet, and if I did, it was in clips and lanyards. Here is Cinderella. And then this is Cinderella in a Sun face. So I'll probably, let me show her, since I haven't done a close-up of Cinderella. Snow White is on a black platform, pop socket, hand grip. So is Cinderella on this one. Olaf is on black, and Anna is, I believe, on black. Some Cinderella is on yellow. And this is done with a clear teal blue, and it's done to match her band around her head. It's like the band that's in her formal dress up here, and it's on a yellow, but you can see, very pretty. And of course I can pull it. And again, guys, they're not the pop sockets where they screw off, but they will interchange by popping these pieces. There's 4 pieces, northeast, south, and west. And again, we will do an exchange eventually on the page if somebody wants to, hey, you know, I've got this one, do you want to swap? And then with the swaps, that, you know, I will sell the taping for the back of them. And I'll do that anyway in case you guys want to change them to a new location. They're not right off the back. So just make sure when you put it on. So anybody who likes the anime or the haiku, here is a princess fairy haiku Japanese little girl. This is a triple pour, individually put in each and every little piece by tweezers. I do have more of her that I'm considering on the next one, painting her hair a different color, like maybe a dark brown or black, or even a lighter color, or even a funkier color. I can even do her dress a different color. I was thinking about doing that. But she's very sparkly. And then I put all the little pieces in separate areas differently. But you can see that it's got the first clear layer, a second layer here, and a third layer here. And I made sure that the pieces did go down around the edges as well. She's really cute. If you're into a little bit of anime, she's probably the closest thing to I have an anime piece. But she's on a white pop socket. I do have one Pegasus and only one, and it's on a pearlized purple. I'm not going to take it out, it's on pink. And it's just on a pearlized, it is a double pour. I'll try to save a little time here for you guys. I do have an Angry Bird one. I do have more Angry Birds, I believe. I know I did have them in clips and lanyards and even keychains. I only have one in pop socket, and he's the Angry Pig. And then that's a double pour, and it's on green, which is, did I drop it? No, it's right here, which is this one. And so this one will be on the lower high side. So that's just the pearlized purple. I'll have to see if I have more Angry Birds. Okay, dokie. I do have one more shaker in the bunch here, and then I have 3 more pegs after this. And then we are going to be done for now. And I do say for now because I'll be adding to it. I have 3 more coming. And then as I get to the things coming up, as I finish them, I'll share them as I go. And this is the Silver Bell Shaker. It does have snowflakes in this one. This one does have, should have glow-in-the-dark stars in it, but I can go check that real quick. It has the bells, and you can see the snowflakes in it. I'm pretty sure. And it does have those iridescent little pieces in it that I was referring to. And it is sealed, should be sealed right across here. And it has little beads here and little beads here, and it's got the little shaker pieces that I told you they're like straws that are iridescent. It does have the snowflakes. It is on a gray pop socket, which is this one. Slightly bigger than the pop socket, but trust me, it is not going anywhere. It's a silver bell shaker. I do have more shakers coming. The bear, the cat, the hedgehog. What else do I have? The popsicle. I think there's one more after that. They're going to be split between the keychains, the clips, the lanyards, and of course the pop sockets. Let's see. Oh, here's the mermaids, the under the sea. And I guess there is another mermaid here, but these are what I'm considering under the sea. There is a mermaid in it, but I consider this under the sea because of the collections. So I have an octopi. These are the reverse hand painted, which means they're a little bit more expensive. There's a sea turtle. I'm probably going to show you that one. Oh, they're very pretty. So she's really cute. She's a really cute little turtle. If you're a turtle fan, turtles. That's a quadruple pour. That one I can tell you that right now. This one's a quadruple pour, and this is a triple pour. So this one, this one's on blue. This one's on a tan pop socket, and this one's on a white one. I'm really tempted between the two, but I really want to show the turtle one because I've already showed the mermaid one. So this one has the, what do they call that? And when crush is going across. Almost done, Coco. And then I'll try to do at least 7 dishes here later. So I do have some stars in here. And then I have like, where it shifts. You guys know what I'm thinking. Like when Nemo is trying to get across the ocean and the current changes. Okay, current. Where the current changes, I have the 2 different colors. And then I have the color down here and the color up here. And then the current changes in color here. It's just like in Key West, you'll see the difference in colors. It's because the current changes from the cold and warm water. So that's what I was thinking when I did this one. And this is a little bit of a thick piece because the octopus is a little bit thicker. And I just adore his little face. So if you do like octopuses, I made sure that I included, I think there's 2 octopuses in this whole thing of pop sockets. So there's one in there. And then of course it's got deep glitter back here. And then it's got more of a cloudiness up in here so that you can see the difference with a little bit of the greener look up in here and a little bit of the greener look here. And then it's got like medium chunks of glitter and then with the stars up here and then down in here. But at the same time, if you look all the way around, I have crystals all the way around, perfectly spaced between each one all the way around. And those were placed with tweezers. And then on her, she has crushed seashells and she has sand. And then I did the current wave with a little bit of swirly white. And then she has a little bit of bubbles in here. They have clear bubbles up in here where she has bubbles going up this way and a little bit of bubbles as well with the white swirls of the current through here. But I believe I put like a seashell up in here too. And she's adorable. But you can definitely see the sand in there. And she's beautiful. But I'm going to show you the turtle. She's a quadruple pour. He's a triple pour. This one's a quadruple pour. And I pour 6 at a time, and I do 6 different ones when I do it so I don't get bored. And again, you can see where I put trailing hearts up here, and these are crushed seashells. And with the, you can see where it's different layers. And here's the sand up in here. And then I put like flower, I put, these are actually flowers, but it's like, they look like coral, like spongy coral. So I put a little bit of like a spongy coral and then like flower stems up in here. So it looked like it was coral growing up and through here. And then almost like a diuretic glass through here. But this is like a spongy coral here with a little bit of certain like a flower, dried flowers to look like it was coming up a coral up in the back. So this one was one of my favorite, and you can see more of what looks like coral coming up behind her. But I put just a few little hearts just trailing behind her, just coming up behind her. Super pretty. I did just a little bit of diuretic glass look, a little bit of seashells coming up, like she was coming up out of the sand or trying to dig down into the sand. Because turtles like to dig down into the sand. But this one's pretty. It's one of my favorites too. Sorry about bumping this. She's one of my favorites. I have some favorites. I love them all, but she's one of my favorites. Turtlicious. Okay. Almost done. These are my tropical flamingos. They are all reverse hand painted. And I just love each and every one of these guys. This one's probably going to be the one I show you. So this one is done with a green background pop socket. This one's a pink pop socket, and this one's a white pop socket. This one has some dirt as well as green. It's hand painted with some seashells to be looking like stones underneath. By the way, Florida, the only way, let me rephrase that. There are no such thing as flamingos in the United States unless they're in a zoo like in Busch Gardens or in Disney or in zoos. They are not native to Florida. They're not even native to the Caribbean islands. Except certain Caribbean islands, they might have them. There is a like platypus type bird in Florida that actually will turn pink if they get enough plankton in them. It took me 9 years to see a bird that slightly turned pink, just so you know that. And depends on whether or not they get enough shrimp or certain type of other type of organisms, just so you know that. 9 years. And I think it was on my 7th year of living there before I saw like the platypus type bird that actually turned pink. But yeah, they're not native to Florida. Don't deceive yourself. You'll see them in plastic. You'll see a whole lot of plastic flamingos in people's yards, but they're not native to the United States. But anyway, the flowers that are in here, they were all handmade by me. And I wanted to give a variety of little flowers in the area. And then I put some leaves in there. And then I hand painted some flowery design in the back. And then I put a couple little gems in here. And then a little bit of white wispy clouds in the back. So I hand painted a little bit of a background back there. So it looked like it's in somebody's yard. Literally like somebody actually just stuck it in the ground, which made me laugh. So this is a tribute to the pink flamingos in people's yards. So I thought it was pretty funny. So that's like a rock pathway. This one is like two, these flowers here are actually the same flowers that people make Hawaiian lei trees. And I actually had those in my yard. Not necessarily the pink ones, are actually don't grow as easy as the yellow and white ones. They're called plumeras. I've actually seen people get them around here, but even a piece about this big will run you about $15. If you're lucky, might be on sale 10. Depending where you're at, like here in Texas, I've actually seen them go for about $30 a piece. So 18, maybe if you're lucky, if you can get it on sale or clearance. But they don't grow very well here in Texas. The big one that I brought here, out of all of the ones I had in my yard, it didn't survive very long here. It was so sad because it was the one plant that I actually brought with me, because plumeras are my favorite, but that's what they make Hawaiian lei trees from. So I put 2 little plumeras in the hopes that it would remind me of my plumeras in my yard in Florida and the house that I owned. But yeah, most plumera trees and that grow very well in Florida are the white with the yellow metals. So, but there are the pinks, um, and they're far and in between. And people are very protective of them because people will go up and cut pieces off of them because they know that they're very expensive to even get a small piece to grow. But they will grow very easily from a piece, just so you know that. So there's the plumera and then the hand painted background with the stems and leaves and then the wispy clouds behind it. And it's hard to really see that, but this one's like my favorite because I made a whole background with a bunch of flowers. And this one is a different flamingo. Those two are the same flamingo because I have several different kinds of flamingos. But this one has dried flowers in it. It look like like it stepped into a whole flower garden. And it's trying to hide, like in a swampy area of Florida. The swamps technically are around Alligator Alley. So I wanted it to make like this flamingo just happened to fly into Alligator Alley, which again, there's no flamingos in Florida unless you're at Busch Gardens, which technically you would probably see this more down in around Disney and not Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. You'll see them kind of look more like this around Animal Kingdom. So I get a kick out of that. They're pretty. I'm more into the military macaw myself, but this one's really pretty because it looks like there's roots down in here. So this one's my favorite of the three of them. So this one is like it's down at Magic Kingdom. So this is my Magic Kingdom flamingo. Probably what I'll call it. And then it'll have a number. So guys, we are on the last one for now. And then again, I have 3 more that's in the works. I got a hand paint, reverse hand paint, 2 of them. And that's the sheep, like we're counting sheep. And the other one is a mermaid. And then the other one is Disney's castle, the black icon of the castle. It's very pretty. And then these are my piggies. This one's like playing in a mud pit. And it's with the really pretty wispy sky in the back. And it's got bushes on the side and dirt around the edges. But I made a deep mud pit. And then this one's got pretty roses up and around it. And it's just playing through the field. And I had a friend who really, really liked piggies. Actually, I had several friends that like pigs, and it's got a clear sky back here. They both are on pink. And I'm not even going to take them out, but they're just so pretty. But I'm going to leave you with my eyeballs staring at you. Again, I think they're adorable. I had to come up with I had them sitting in there in my box of my embeds, and I finally got to them, and they just cracked me up. See my girl. She just winking at you. Yeah, she's just happy to see you. I know, they're funny, right? I love these. I think they're adorable. I think it's a great idea. I just think it's just too funny. And of course, I can custom these by different eyeliners. You know, sparkly eyeliners, do it in red and blues and greens. And I had way too much fun. I actually thought about, and they're still very soft. I put some money into these eyelashes, man. I'll tell you what. They're like $4 an eyelash for a set. So that tells you something. I put some money into these eyelashes, man. So, you know, I thought about putting lower lashes, but I think it would have been too much because then it looked like a big surprise eyelash, like somebody's big old eyes looking at you. But I'm going to leave you with my eyes looking at you. We got the big bushy eyebrow and the eyes looking at you. They're just looking at you, right? Anyway, so stay tuned. I'm going to do the soap dishes later. Aren't they cute? She likes you. Bye, guys. I'll see you a little bit later to do soap dishes.